Hey folks, it's Brian. Time for a weekend update. This one's going to be a little quick and dirty. Just running out of time this week. So a few things we're going to look at. We're going to look at the Canna Lilies and get an update on those. We're going to take a look at some of the torch lilies that are finally filling out. We've got the Musa Basjoo bananas we'll look at. I'm going to take you inside as well and look at a couple of the plants that I left inside for this summer. Also show you the Heliconia lobster claw that I got about 6 weeks ago, give you an update on that. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Now, we actually spent a fair amount of time this week out of town. As much as I love all of the tropicals, I also live in a place that's got some really great nature outdoors, and we spent some time out in some of the mountains around Western Washington and just got into the natural beauty of the state that we are in.
We've still got Canna Lilies on full display. Lots that still haven't come out as well. These are about 3.5, 4 feet tall at this point. They will get taller than this, but I moved them to this spot last year, so we expected them to be a little bit shorter this year. Next year they'll be 5 or 6 feet tall. Then here's a look at the Cleopatra out front. It's doing well. Like all the different flowers. Some are yellow, spotted, some are orange, some are half and half, although none of the current ones look like are half and half. The first one I got was half yellow and half orange. It was pretty cool. Pansies are gone again since we've been out of town. They had several days without being deadheaded, so they've gone back to almost nothing. It's one of the things I don't like about pansies is if you're not on top of your deadhead, and they just all disappear. So we'll get that cleaned up and should get some more blooms out of them after we go through and deadhead these again. And the Pindo Palm here is doing okay. I was a little bit worried. It's kind of getting choked a little bit by all the pansies, but it's still pushing out and everything looks good. There's this little discoloration is from earlier in the year when I overwatered it. Over here, almost all the torch lilies are at their peak. It really listened to me last time I was complaining about the previous year. We only got 2 flowers out of it. Now this guy's doing pretty well. He's leaning forward a little bit, trying to get some sun, but this is what was sold to me as a Musa Sikkimensis Bengal tiger. Started it as a seed. I put them in dirt. None of them grew for months. Planted something different in that pot, and eventually this one came out. Thought it was something different until I realized it was a banana. So it's doing well. I'm going to leave it in the pot and take it inside probably for the winter. Give it a better chance to get established and survive. Bananas are all continuing to grow well. These are the Musa Basjoo, the big patch in the back. Some of these leaves are 8 feet long. Pretty big. Coming on the inside here. You can see, I mean, my reach is 8 feet. These are double that. Hard to see the pod in the back. It's pretty well blocked up in there, but there's a pod back there. This is one of the last pods to come out. This is pod number 4, doing well, starting to switch, looks like, to the male flowers. Pretty skimpy on the bananas on that pod, not a ton there. Pod 3 is still doing well in the back there. And then this is the OG pod coming along. The neighbor's Musa Basjoo's also looking good. His are up to 6 foot leaves, and you can see it's about double the fence, so it's 12 feet tall. This is another new plant for me from a month ago, 2 months ago. This is Heliconia lobster claw. You can see it's actually pushed out a couple of new shoots there. It's getting some new leaves, which is good. I burned this a little bit because I put it out too quickly. Got too much sun too fast when we had those really hot days about 6 weeks ago. But it's doing well and pushing a lot of new growth out. So this is a Dwarf Cavendish banana. I got this, I ordered it late winter when we had some breaking cold and days that it would survive getting mailed. The tip of the big leaf there is close to 3 feet tall. So the top of the stalk there is about 1.5 feet maybe. And he's doing well. I had intentions of putting him outside, and I had a spot for him and everything, drips all there. But for whatever reason, I just never moved him out, and he'll probably just stay inside. No point in pulling him out this year, seeing that it's the end of August. We will leave him inside. He'll continue to grow. He gets lots of good sun, as this is a floor to ceiling window here. So happy where he is and doing well. Then this is another banana. This was sold to me as a Musa Sikkimensis. Still not 100% sure that's what it is, but whatever it is, it's happy. It's going to stay in the pot through the winter as well. I'll leave it inside for this year. I've got another one that came with this one that is outside, planted in the ground now. So we'll see how that one does outside. Leave this one inside, see if we can figure out what they really are. That does it for this one. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about any of the plants you saw or any of the things I'm doing to take care of them, drop a comment down below. I'll be sure to get back to you. Thanks and have a good one.